Cats and kids. I've talked quite a bit about this dynamic duo here on the channel, and in this material I'm back once again, this time to find the perfect cat breed for your youngster. If you're looking for a feline companion for your child or children, I'll take a look at 10 breeds and perhaps an honorable mention or two in an effort to share those positive qualities and what could make them the perfect fit for your home. The quest to find that child-friendly cat breed. I've got you covered. Stay tuned. Before selecting that perfect breed, the cat with the very best personality that would mesh well with your child, it's important to consider a few other factors. And we'll start with the environment, your home. Will your cat have plenty of room, plenty of space to live that cat life? Will your new pet be able to have that all-important peace and quiet that they will naturally seek and need? Another important question involves time, your time. Will you have the time to dedicate your energy to both your pet and your child? That balancing act. Will they have enough time to enjoy a pet? Just because you've found the perfect cat doesn't always mean that daily schedules and daily life in general will be accommodating. What about overall size? The size of your child and the size of your cat. You don't want your child to be a bit overwhelmed, especially if this is the very first pet. And while cats are fairly small, hey, to a child, that cat could have quite the presence. Make sure your child will be able to manage the cat, handle the cat without it being a struggle. Comfort is the key. You want the cat to feel like they're in good hands, and you want your child to feel and be safe at all times. And finally, the last issue or the last question here involves standard care. Well in advance, it's important to know who is doing the feeding, making sure the water bowl is full, the litter box, who's in charge of taking care of that essential need, grooming, and depending on the maturity of your child, what role can they play hands-on in helping out? Outside of compatibility, that all-important personality, these questions and these factors, they all must be considered before taking that big leap into feline ownership. And now, 10 child-friendly cat breeds. Let's get to it. We'll kick things off, and this is in no order, with the Maine Coon. A rather large feline, but with a very sweet personality. These hefty cats can be quite the charmers. Big kittens, is that a fair statement? The Maine Coon is very gentle and thankfully has a very long fuse, which is good when you're talking about best cat breeds and children. The Maine Coon loves to be loved and give love. This cat breed, very sweet, a very sweet personality, and just good for the whole family. Next, we have the Abyssinian. This cat breed loves the family life, quite similar to dogs in many respects. When it comes to that loving and follow you around type personality, the Abyssinian is very affectionate and loves both adults and children. Very loyal, this cat certainly knows how to give and receive love. Abyssinian is also big on playtime, so if your child is responsible and not too aggressive, could be quite the fun time. The next cat breed on our list of child-friendly felines is the Ragdoll. Living for interaction and affection, the Ragdoll loves to be held, and this is a major plus if your child knows how to physically handle a cat in a respectful and responsible fashion. Ragdolls, they're big on attention, the attention side of life, so don't be shocked if the Ragdoll is chasing your child around the house looking for that fun playtime experience. When they're not in play mode, Ragdolls are quite relaxed, which once again is another great quality to have in the company of a small child. As I think about Ragdolls, well, they're a lot like children themselves, so this could be the perfect companionship. The next cat in the mix is the Manx. Often born tailless, the calling card of this breed, the Manx is a lot like a small dog, loves to be around people and live that lap or sofa life. Quite vocal, the Manx is cute and funny, able to fit in most any environment. The Manx is a perfect family pet, and oh yeah, about that no-tail life, well, we know how curious some kids can be. No tail means no pulling, that's certainly a plus. If you're looking for that perfect cat for your child that behaves more like a sweet little dog, the Manx is a fine selection. And speaking of a fine selection, how about the Burmese? Both playful and very affectionate, these cats will fetch like dogs and cuddle like kittens. Quite the shadow cat, the Burmese is known to follow folks around. Perfect for the family, and that certainly includes small children. The Burmese is a wonderful pet and companion for a child. The next feline breed that will make the cut, I'm adding the Bierman. Very relaxed and chill, and that's a big quality. This breed, also very good around people. Here again, some canine tendencies, perhaps some lazy tendencies, which, hey, that's not a bad thing if the goal is to have a house cat that could make a great companion for your child, gentle, playful. And the Bierman can even be trained to walk on a leash. Please consider this breed if you're looking for a mellow and friendly feline for your child. Next on our list of 10, and I'm not even sure what number this is, but the next breed is the Siamese. One of the most popular breeds around. Siamese cats make wonderful family pets. They do love attention and are very loyal. They're known to develop loving and trusting bonds, long trusting bonds with their family. Quite chatty, the Siamese is a shadow cat, known to follow the family around. Companion, that's a word that's been used several times in this video, and for good reason. The Siamese and children. Good companion for sure. If you're looking for a cat that your child can grow up with, add the Siamese to the list. And when it comes to affection, the next breed is near the very top of that list, and that's the Himalayan. Quite the lap cat. This breed is noted for being very gentle around children. If you're looking for a good cuddle buddy, it's hard not to, it's hard it's hard to go wrong with a Himalayan. Plus, look at this cat. That's what got me distracted. Quite, quite striking. Yes, would you agree? As we make the turn for home and get closer to rounding out our list, the next breed that I'd like to mention is the Cornish Rex. Very active and quite the playful type. This breed is very affectionate and quite attention-seeking. A little bit too curious for comfort at times. This breed's very gentle, though, and can serve as a wonderful family pet. If you don't mind the family pet living on the high surfaces, which is certainly a tendency for this cat, bookshelf alert, anyone, this could be the perfect cat for your child. And the final feline that I'll talk about today, rounding out our top 10, and that's the Persian. Quite the popular breed, to say the least. Persian cats are very gentle. These cats love to just chill and relax, not known for being all in your way, opposite of the shadow cat. Persian felines can fit into most any environment. One thing that's good about Persian cats as it relates to children, because these felines are not as active as some other cats. The Persian, it could be a feline tool of responsibility, let's call it, a teaching tool. Teaching your child how to properly handle a cat, how to pet a feline. The Persian breed can almost act like a practice test for your child, which, given the topic, is certainly not a bad thing. As for honorable mentions, I've selected the Bengal, the Turkish Angora, and the Scottish Fold. How about that? I've covered a list of 10, but in truth, there's probably close to 15 or 20 cats that would certainly work out quite well with a child or children. In many cases, it's all about mutual respect. More felines can enter the mix as possibilities for a child if the child understands how to be patient, respectful, and responsible while in the presence of a feline. The biggest hurdle many times is the understanding that a cat is not a toy. And while that probably seems quite silly to us, something that small, generally speaking, cute and cuddly, it can be easy for children to treat a feline like an object rather than a living and breathing animal. Being too rough, that can lead to a number of problems, both for the cat and your child, and certainly for your family as a whole. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, what are your thoughts on this topic? If you have children, and even if you don't, was this a sound list, a pretty good list? Any other breeds that you'd like to include? Any personal experiences with these breeds? Is your senior cat, perhaps the cat you've owned for years, one of the breeds that I mentioned today? Your thoughts, your stories, and general commentary, that comment section. As always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd certainly love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.